Guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Damon, and today I'm going to be building my girlfriend a watch for Valentine's Day. Now, recently I've been diving deep into watches, and I've recently discovered watch modding, and I've been watching a lot of other creators like create their own mods, and I even made my own mod, which was very fun. I broke almost everything on the watch the first time. So, hopefully I don't break anything today, but, my girlfriend has been supportive in my, this watch kind of thing that I've been into. She's been watching all the videos with me. So I just wanted to get her something or build her something for Valentine's Day meaningful that, it's a hobby that I could just, share with her. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited. All the parts that I got are from AliExpress. So yeah, let's dive into it. Okay, so to start, I didn't really base this watch off of anything that I know of. I kind of just picked parts that I knew that, fits her style and, on what she would like. So this is the bracelet or the case that I went for. Nice, simple design. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure on if this is based off of like another watch. I think it is. I think it might be based off of like a Rolex, the case wise. So to start, I'm gonna put on my finger condoms, of what people like to call them. These, I have a love-hate relationship with these because they make my fingers so hot. It was actually funny, like, this video is going to be just me yapping as I'm building this watch. Like, I hope you guys know that, and I hope you guys are okay with that. But, yep. So, the first time I was, like, ever building a watch, I was so impatient and just so excited to, like, build it that, like I said earlier, as I broke almost everything on the watch. I broke the movement. I scratched the hands. I even broke the damn, the dial, because I cut all the legs off of the feet. Just being stupid and just impatient and trying to force things. So like I said, hopefully this goes smooth and I don't break anything because I don't want to. I don't want to wait for parts, especially since this is a Valentine's Day gift. But this is the dial that I went for. It's a nice pink dial. My girlfriend's favorite color is pink, so I wanted to get her something that is her favorite color. So yeah, this is the dial that I was gonna go for. Tell me what you guys think. A lot of people say that you should not buy dials with logos. I'm in between of, I get what they're saying with not buying ones with logos, but then also at the same time, I'm like, it's whatever. If you're buying them, you know what? I'm not even gonna get my opinion. Do what you want. Okay. So to start, I'm going to open up my movement, and the movement I'm using is the NH35, pretty standard Seiko movement that everybody uses. I'm gonna get this opened up, and I'm gonna try my best to do everything on camera. This is my first time trying to record like this, so just bear with me. Like I said, this video is, I don't even know if this video is gonna go out. It's more or less just, me having fun and yapping. See if I can actually zoom in a bit. There we go. So, yep. Let's make sure it actually works. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to touch anything yet. Dude, I get so nervous to put stuff like this on because I don't want to put, I just don't want to break anything. Like these movements are so delicate. Probably gonna end up, let me get closer. So to start, I'm going to cut the feet off the dial. I've already looked to see which feet I have to cut. I gotta cut this bottom one and then this top one right here. Imagine I cut the wrong one. Let's not jinx myself. All right, nice clean cut. So that one and then this bottom one. Nice. Right, set that down and I'm gonna get my file. I kind of file the feet that I cut down, or the nubs that I cut down, just so it's a nice smooth, nice and smooth. And also, if I'm doing anything wrong that you guys notice, like that have modded watches before, feel free to let me know. Like I said, this is only the second watch that I've ever built, so I'm still a noob. All right, so hopefully this lines up nice. Nice the first try. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do everything on camera, but I'm just gonna try to do this. There we go. Like, yeah, that looks, dude. I'm not even a fan of pink, but this dial looks so good. Like, this is such a nice pink. Like I said earlier, this dial, this pink is such a nice pink. I'm almost kind of jealous for her. Not really, but it's a nice color. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is actually make sure that the dial works. So I'm going to set the date to the next date to make sure it, so when I put the hands on, it's all aligned and stuff. Like I said, I'm not a pro at this. This is just me having fun, so I don't know all the terminology, but just twist until the date flips over. So then we can work on the hardest part, putting on the hands. And it looks like it's about to change. Perfect. All right, time for my least favorite part is the hands. I just heard something click. I hope that was the sound of the hands going on and not me breaking anything. Let me actually use my loom, or this little magnifying glass that I got. I think it's on there. Yeah, it's on there. Okay, now it's time to put on the minute hand. Hopefully this one goes as good as the hour hand. Okay. And like I said, I apologize if this isn't like the best angles, or if you guys can even really see anything that I'm doing. I'm still working on getting a proper setup for if I'm going to continue to make watch content like this. Let's see. Let me actually switch the hands that I'm doing this with. I may have gotten that first try. Awesome. I am actually pretty shocked that I've got that on there. Yeah, I'm actually pretty shocked that I got that on there that fast. Now the real test is making sure that they don't the hands don't hit each other. When I built my first watch, that was an issue that I was constantly running into, was the hands they kept on hitting each other and just falling off. But I think I did a good job. That's a confidence booster right there. But let's see if the date changes when it's supposed to. So it doesn't change. The date doesn't change exactly at 12. It's a little late. I'm going to test it again. Yeah, like I'm not sure if you guys can see. So yeah, like right here, it's at 12, but the date doesn't change quite yet. It doesn't change until like what, 6 minutes after. I'm kind of hesitant to try to fix it, but then also at the same time, I mean, it's not that bad. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave it for now. I don't think she's gonna notice, and I hate putting on hands, so I think I am gonna just leave it be. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should go back and fix it or just leave it be? Cause yeah, it's 7 minutes. I don't think that's too big of a deal. Unfortunately, everything in life can't be perfect. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it be for now. All right, time for the hardest hands, the second hand. Hopefully, I get this on first try. I'll be so happy. But yeah, let's give that a shot. Okay, time for the second hand. Like I said, hopefully I get this on soon so I can just be done with the hands part. And yeah, the second hand is always like the scariest to me because I've seen some other creators bend the hand on accident trying to get it in, and I don't. Like I said, hopefully this just goes right in. Okay. Man, this is scary. Oh man, okay. I'm gonna cut and I'll be back once I get the second hands on. So very unfortunate. I goofed up. Off camera, I was trying to get the second hand on and I bent it. I bent it. It's just a part of the process. Now I have two options. I can wait a little bit, order a replacement set of hands, or I can use an extra second hand from the watch from the first set of hands that I bought that I accidentally broke. I know the second hand on that one is fine. That one is fine. Wow, I'm just messing everything up. Honestly, I might go for this route because it gives it story. It gives the watch a little bit of story on me being stupid. So this is a Mercedes hand that it's black. I think it can match. I think it can match. I really don't want to have to wait and order another set of hands that I'm probably not going to use just for the second hand. So I'm going to try to make best with what I have and try not to bend this one. I probably could try to fix, or I did try to already unbend this hand, but it looks like it's too bent. Maybe I'll just play around with it later and see if I can fix it. But for now, I'm just gonna try to work with what I have, and we'll just try this hand. And if it might look good. That's just it happens. I'm always breaking something when it comes to these mods. But funny story. It's gonna be a funny story if this works out. But I'll get back to you guys on that. All right, guys. So as you can see, it is the next day. I'm in my pajamas right now. I had to cut it last night after breaking the second hand and then trying to get the other second hands on. And I had to stop because my girlfriend actually came over, so I was trying to hide this. But it is the next morning, and I did get it on. And I think it actually looks pretty good. I think I'll show you guys. Give me a sec. This is what it looks like. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the black hand a little bit more than the silver one, because I think it gives it a little bit more pop, and it matches because there's black on the dial and it's silver on the dial too. So I think it goes quite well. So I mean, some mistakes, even though they suck, sometimes it works out. But all right, I'm gonna try to finish getting this watch put together. I'm gonna go get out these pajamas and get into some real clothes. So I'll be back. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is get the stem out, put the movement in the case, and then get the new stem sized so we can wrap this up. This is also one of my least favorite parts as well because I think this is how I broke my last movement, was trying to get the stem out. But let's see if I can get it out. I see some people use tweezers to do this, and that worked for me before, but I've also been practicing with this on the movement that I broke, and it also works. So let's see. These tweezers. And here we go. Got it. Man. All right. That in. Yeah, everything still looks good. Thank God. Give everything a nice little blow. All right, let's get this case on. Unscrew this crown. Nice. Let me see. Let me get this crown screwed on. Don't do it too tight. And I also recommend you buy extra stems. They're not that expensive. Cause just in case you ever cut too much, you can always just use an extra one. Hopefully I don't have to do that, but luckily I got extras. So, all right, let's get ready to put this case on. All right, get this on. Dude, that looks so good. I can't wait for her to wear it. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, so with my measuring tool, I'm gonna measure the stem from the crown. I got 6.6. Got 6.6. 6.6. So I'm probably gonna cut like maybe 6.4 just to be on the safe side, just in case it is too long or too short. Okay, so I just finished my cut. I think I might have to cut a little shorter, but that's okay. One sec, that does not look right. I'm just gonna make one tiny adjustment. All right, let's see. I think I got it. I think that's good. Let me see if it screws down. that looks good. This build is, even though it's not going as I expected, and but I mean, dude, this is nice. So we're gonna finish this up. I'm gonna put the gasket in, um, close everything up, put the bracelet back on, and I'll show you guys the finished product because I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of me already. But yeah, I'll be back in a sec. All right, guys, I finally finished. Like I said, I don't know if I'm even gonna put this video out because of how hectic and just unorganized and just it's just this video. If it goes out, I must just be fucking like just I don't even know. But dude, this watch it turned out great. Like I said, I really like the black hand. I think it, like I said, it gives it a little pop, a little color. Um, but yeah, I really think she's going to enjoy this watch. I can't wait to give it to her. I also bought this little gift box from AliExpress, so I can't wait until Valentine's Day. This is only one of her gifts, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I don't know what this channel is going to ultimately be. I don't know if it's just going to be strictly watches or other type of content, but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching.